Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Alright, testing again. Alright, good morning everyone. This was a surprise stream. I actually wasn't planning on streaming today on YouTube. You know, sometimes I do Tuesday morning streams. Back in October, I did them every Tuesday. And then I did one actually last week as well, the last week of November. And we did Doom for 3DO last week, and that was fun. But yeah, I wasn't planning on doing another one this week, but I don't know, I wasn't sure how well received Katamari would be on my Thursday stream. The plan was to do it on Thursday night. I had actually revisited it over the weekend on Saturday, and ended up finishing the game. I haven't played the game since it came out in 2004, and I had a good time with it. So I wanted to stream it this week, but I wasn't sure, you know, how well received it would be on Thursday. So it was a popular game when it came out, you know, about 13 years ago, but I'm not, you know, it's not quite retro, it's still kind of modern, but it's still awesome though. So I wanted to go ahead and stream it anyway, and you know, I ended up getting some things done when I got home from work this morning, and kind of just want to have something that's kind of feel good to play, you know, and that's what this game is. So let's see. So I've got a save file on the left there. What we're gonna do is actually start a brand new game, and you do that by pushing your analog sticks, both of them to the left or right, and then pushing both of them up to go into the file select that you want. So what's really fun about Katamari is that you just use your analog sticks. That's pretty much it. So I'll go ahead and just let the intro roll out here. This game is absolutely wild, by the way. If you've never seen it before, you need to play this game. I mean, sorry, this is just amazing. Don't do drugs, kids. unless you make a game like this, it's okay. Oh man. Yeah, so let's go ahead and hit the start button. Yeah, so welcome Red Dwarf to the stream. And you know what I completely forgot to do? I'm sorry, guys. I had to actually get something done right before I started playing, so it's just gonna sit here. So As usual, gotta give the big shout out to the old Patreon backers. I totally forgot to do that. I actually got the slides together, but yeah, I just my mind ended up getting caught up elsewhere. So yeah, thank you guys. Got a couple new patrons actually after last Thursday's stream, which was awesome. So thank you for that. And there's the old super chatters from the last 30 days. So thank you guys as well. Hey, look at that. There's this guy named Red Dwarf 74 on there. He is in the chat right now. So good to have you, Red Dwarf. And anyone else that's out there watching or lurking. Yeah, so this is kind of like a little, sort of like a training room. But this is the Prince-like vibration. So I'm going to try to actually skip through a lot of this stuff, just because there is a lot of talking in the game. Yeah, there's a lot of talking in the game, which can definitely eat up time. So, let's see. And that's that. That's pretty much all the controls. So you basically use the analog sticks to move around. You just kind of push them both in the direction you want to go. And jumping by pressing the R1 button is really just to give you a view of the surrounding area. And then you can also hold down the L1 button to look in the distance. So to turn, you basically just pop your analog sticks in the opposite directions. You can actually see the controller. It's showing the analog positions as I move them, which is pretty cool. So yeah, mashing them back and forth does this charge roll, and then pressing them both together will turn you around immediately, kind of doing a 180, which is nice. And that's it. It's an insanely simple premise that just actually works really, really well. And for those of you guys that haven't seen this game before, it's about rolling and picking up items to make your ball bigger. Kind of like a snowball effect. And your ball gets so large that you eventually start picking up, like, buildings and things like that. And you'll understand what I mean as we get into it. Yeah, I actually played this game back when it came out in 2004. I bought it shortly after release. It was like a $20 or $30 game. And I ended up beating the entire game in my first night I had it. It was addicting, and it was fun. It was charming. And then I never played it again. Up until, you know, this past weekend. 13 years later. And funny enough, it was actually around this time of the year when... I think I played it. Hey, Sleeves with War, welcome to the stream. Yeah, so like I said, I'm going to skip through a lot of the text. There is a lot of text. It is hilarious, though. If you read the text, and if you're not one of those kinds of players, it's just like, oh god, get to the next screen. Which actually, funny enough, one of my friends was. I was like, dude, you're missing out on some hilariously awesome humor. Like, the game does not take itself seriously, and that's what's great about this game. So basically your goal is to go around and pick up items that are smaller than you, and items that are bigger than you'll slam into. The idea is to make your ball as large as whatever goal they want you to. So this is kind of like your training level in a way, or I'd say post-training, because, you know, the one before that you guys saw, that big open area, that was kind of like the real training to get you used to the controls. But this is like your beginner stage. Once your ball gets up to, you know, a certain diameter, it will, you know, the screen will do that little zoom out effect, and everything in the playfield will get a little bit smaller, and the environment will get larger. or more spread out, and objects that were once really large will sort of shrink in size as your ball gets larger. Kind of like the camera kind of zooms out in a way, if that makes any sense. And yeah, Sleeves, this is a great OST. I need to pick it up sometime. I forgot how awesome the music was in this game. So it looks really simple, but you know, one of the interesting things about the game is trying to figure out objects that you can't pick up. You'll try to snag objects that are actually larger than you, and if you run into an object too hard, you'll actually lose some of the objects that are on your ball, which sort of like puts you in the opposite direction in terms of progression. So it goes bleh. So it looks like they wanted me to get 10 centimeters there, or build the ball up to being 10 centimeters in diameter. And it says here, you can't roll up objects larger than you. Crashing into larger objects and walls will break things. And yes, oddly shaped items will make your ball roll in a really weird fashion, which can make it really slow and hard to control. Yeah, you can also push it up the size of objects as long as they're short enough. And that is the tutorial. Yeah, so at the end of the level, they tell you, you know, what the item you collected the most of and things like that. Yep, exactly, Sleeves. I wanted to try to explain it, but I wasn't sure if I would be able to. But Sleeves basically summed up the story of the game really well. He says, I believe the plot of this game is that the king of the cosmos got hammered one night and accidentally knocked all the stars out of the sky. His tiny little prince now has to make new ones. And yeah, that's pretty much what happened. You know, all the stars got knocked out of the sky, and you have to roll things up on planet Earth, and you'll form new stars by doing that. So this is your main little hub area, your home planet. You can go to here to save your game. We're gonna go ahead and do that. And you got sound options, you've got all sorts of things here. You turn vibration on or off. And so forth. Pressing L1 or R1 will take you to these other screens. And this is where you select your next level. So we did make a star 1, that's the tutorial. And so now we need to do make a star 2, which is our first real level. When you see the screen here where it says sending things to Earth, it's basically the load screen. Okay, so we need 20 centimeters. Alright, so we just got a little bit larger from all the stuff I picked up. And now, a lot of levels will have little barriers like this, basically saying you have to be a certain size in order to get past this. Like, if I try to get past it right now, it's pretty much not going to let me. They're barriers. And there we go. So now that we're at 10 centimeters, the king's going to come up and point us in the direction that we can go, which is right here. Yeah, exactly. The sense of scale in this game is really something to behold. I mean, especially back when this game came out. I guess it's probably not all that impressive now, in hindsight, but I don't know. I think it still looks really cool once things get really zoomed out. So each level is also timed, and you need to get the minimum amounts of items, or you basically need to, you know, grow your ball to the minimum required amount or size in order to succeed at the level. And then once you do that, it'll turn into a star, and then you can go into your next stage. However, because it's timed, just because you get the correct size doesn't mean the timer's just gonna stop. So you can try to basically go for... It's kind of like a form of score, where you try to get the ball to be as large as you absolutely can, or as much as you can. And that's where some of the replay value comes from, is trying to, trying to see how large you can get your ball of things on subsequent playthroughs. I just realized I'm really tired today. I was starting to think maybe I shouldn't have streamed. But it's okay. We're gonna stick with this, guys. Alright, so I basically met my goal, but we still have 3 minutes left on the clock. So I'm just gonna try to pick up as many things as I can. And I don't think it's possible for me to quit. Well, actually, it's... If I really wanted to, it says I could go back to the home planet by hitting circle. But we're gonna go ahead and just play it out. The better you do, the better the king praises you at the end of each level. And if you do poorly, he will berate you as well. And some of the things he says is pretty funny, whether it's positive or negative. So what's cool about growing is that, you know, objects get bigger and they technically take up more space than all the smaller objects you were picking up. And so it's actually easier to grow your Katamari ball faster once you've grown quite large. And you'll find that, like, the size of your Katamari will basically just start to really snowball insanely fast. So basically that siren is the sound of us almost running out of time. Yeah, the game is really, really soothing and relaxing. That's kind of one of the reasons I wanted to stream it this morning, as opposed to waiting until later on in the week. He goes, it was boring to watch this whole time. We'll zip back to space. Royal Rainbow. The Royal Rainbow never gets old. Desert star. And there's this constant ongoing story as well.
It's time to go. Okay.
This just in. The stars have suddenly vanished from the sky. The cause is being investigated.
Alright. I'm just gonna try to like bowl through these levels as quickly as I can. So you can make constellations, like make Cancer. But what I want to do is just keep trying to play through the main make a star levels first, and then we'll kind of see how much time we have after that. Just gonna skip through this. But yeah, this is one of those games that you definitely want to play on your own. You know, playing it on stream is cool as well. But I think to get the biggest impact, you need to sit there and like just listen to the banter from the king, just by yourself, and just absorb it. It's hilarious. Yeah, so you always start small like this. You're always picking up tiny objects, and then you get very, very, very large eventually. And actually, if I wanted to, I could probably try to just zip through like that. And guys out there in the chat, let me know if the audio is fine for you. I figured it sounded kind of loud in my headphones when I did the test, but, you know, if you need me to crank it up a decibel or two, let me know. Sleeve says it could be pretty fun in co-op too. Requires some synergy for sure. Game's pretty easy solo, but can be very hard to coordinate in two-player. That would be really interesting to try, Sleeves. You know, when my friends were over last weekend, we were playing this on Twitch. That would have been really cool to try out. I kind of wish we tried that now. Sounds good? Awesome. Thanks, guys. Still growing in size. He says we love sandals. Yeah, he'll comment on things that you pick up as well. Like, on a later stage, there's a section where you have to pick up a row of bananas, and he goes, banana! And it's just so random. And it's the randomness that just, I think, is what really makes this game. You know, aside from the really fun gameplay, it's just that goofy humor. And the sound effects. So you can hear the cymbal monkeys. I know, same here, Sleeves. Like I said earlier, you know, I played this game not too long after it came out, and I haven't played it since, up until this past week. So it's definitely great hearing it again. So this is the beginning area. This is where we started. Look how large we are now. You can, if you haven't played this game before, you can sort of start to get an idea of the sense of scale. And like these butterfly cases that I wasn't able to pick up earlier, now look at them. They're completely attached to me. Oh, there's another cymbal monkey. There we go. We just got him. Can we pick up that cat? We might be able to. Nope, not yet. Now we might be able to pick up the cat now. Hold on. Nope, not yet. No, jeez. Look at all this stuff. The fence and the poles. And the cat. And the king goes meow meow. Do we have 1 minute left? Oh, here's a dog. Oh, can't get the sandcastle yet. Can't roll out there either. So the goal was 50 centimeters. We got 84. We are moved to tears by the size of this thing. This is so incredible. Happy, happy, so happy. Yeah, like I said, if you do poorly, he'll berate you. And even if you do like just above average, like you succeed, but not like far enough past the end goal,
They said on TV that
he'll
all
make
the
fun of you.
stars disappeared.
Oh, honey, things like that just don't happen. There's our cab now.
But that's what they said, right?
One meter. So we have 10 minutes. All right. Oh, rolling down. Yeah, so this game isn't exactly like super deep. Like I can't really sit here just, you know, explain things like crazy because there's really not a whole lot to explain. It's pretty straightforward. Hey, Diamond, how you doing, man? Welcome, welcome. Diamond hangs out on Twitch a lot and hangs out with us over there. And he goes by Lucha Jim on Twitch. So if you ever see Lucha Jim in my chat on Twitch, that's Diamond. Diamond also does, he's got a long play channel, and does lots of really difficult, kind of insane games. So if you like that stuff, you should check out his channel. The Katamari axe puns. Are there axes in this game? Or the Robocop memes? No, the memes we get are more like inside jokes sleeves. On my Twitch channel, I mean. There's a couple over there. But yeah, mostly this is a meme-free zone for sure. With a few inside jokes. Alright, growing in size, nice and quick. $20 says I'm gonna get a copyright claim on this stream. There's so much music in this, and like, I just have a feeling it's gonna be one of those games. But it's okay. I was gonna stream it anyway, regardless. Alright, can we get through here? We can! Look at that. No, actually they made more than 2 Katamari games. There was 2 on PlayStation 2. There was, I think, 2 on PSP. And there was a Xbox 360/PS3 one, maybe? I know it was on one of those. I don't know if it was on both. I would assume it was both. That's okay, Sleeves. It's totally okay, man. Honestly, I think it would be kind of cool to see a new one on the modern generation. If only just to see, like, how crazy they could make the, you know, just how crazy they can make things. Okay, that's... I don't think that's worth it. I'm going this way. Yeah, I think you're right. And, you know, it's not like they Activision milked it. But there's definitely a couple, you know? Or, not a couple, but there's definitely a few. You know, 2 PS2 ones, a 360 PS3 one, and then the two portable ones you can kind of write off because they were like, yeah, it was PSP. I don't even think it was Nintendo DS. But still, yeah, I mean, it was actually, it was a short period of time. You know, it was 2004 was the first one. And I'm guessing PS3 360 ones are probably 2006, 2007, maybe later. If anyone has copyright dates on those, let me know. I'm currently rolling around a house right now, so I can't check the internet for it. Namco sleeves. Namco made them. Wow, I can't pick those up yet. What do I make of Mega Man at 11? I was going to 11, mate. I have no idea, man. I don't know. It looks okay. I mean, I don't know. I'd have to see more. It looks kind of basic, honestly. Like, it's got less going on in the level designs than, like, Mega Man's 9 and 10 did. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It'll probably be fun. I'm actually kind of more interested in that Mega Man X collection. You know, they're gonna do a Mega Man X collection that has all the Mega Man X games, which is pretty cool. Yeah, we only have a minute left. Oh, we did it. Wow. Just in time. Oh, wow. So, Beautiful Katamari and Katamari Forever weren't related. That's interesting. Yeah, that is a lot, Sleeves. I mean, that's a game a year, basically. I mean, especially once you start counting the mobile stuff, it's multiple games a year. Multiple games a year is what it averages out to. Look at how large we're almost the size of a van. Yeah, so this is where he's kind of like, yeah, you know, you met the goal, but, yeah, you could have done better. It's called Bratty Star.
Here is a news update. The night sky is showing signs of recovery. The cause is being investigated.
Hurry up now.
Mom, now they're saying the stars are coming back.
That's nice, dear. We'll miss the plane unless we hurry.
But that's what they said.
Yeah, Diamond. They're also gonna bring back Mega Man X7. Yeah. Make a star 5. Cat? Yeah, I believe it was. And how are you doing today? 1.5 meters. I told you this game was crazy. If you guys haven't seen this game before, then... I mean, you're really in for a treat. It's so funny. Yes, we have 12 minutes to do this one. No, the game will actually do it for you. No need to start. If not the game, the game's designers already did it. The PS2 controls are actually really easy. I mean, it's just the analogs. That's it. If you want to move forward, push both analogs forward. If you want to move back, push both analogs back. If you want to turn left or right, push both analogs in the opposite direction. That's pretty much it. There's not really much else. I do remember trying the PSP version, the first one on PSP, and I had a hard time with it. I couldn't get into it because of that, which is a bummer because I really liked the first one on PS2, which is what we're playing. Hey, Catherine, how are you doing today? Alright, getting larger. No, Sleaze, yeah, I don't think you've talked about the music at all. You should talk about it some more. Because it's great. Alright, now he says we can go through there. I think these are dogs with rabies? No, this is just toy dog. You can get... No, it's dogs with fleas, I think, and they basically have, like, the cone around their neck, so they don't bite themselves. It's funny. I just grabbed some pigeons. Alarm clock. I just got a black cat. Okay, here we go. Finally. 5 minutes, and we're about halfway there. I missed the bowling pins. If you get all of them, the king comes out and goes, strike! Oh, there he goes. Strike, woo. Hey, Chanty, how's it going? We're getting close. I got the crows as they were flying by. So in which one could you suck up the solar system? Is that this one? I don't think that's this one. I'm thinking this one you can only get as large as to suck up the clouds, and I think that's as far as it goes. Although I could be wrong. Because for me, back in the day, like, I played through the game once, I didn't go back and try to, like, perfect the levels or anything like that. So it's entirely possible you could do the solar system in this one. Or suck it up. But as far as I've gotten, it's just getting large enough to eat up the clouds. Okay, I'm stuck. Those screams are priceless. Get the fisherman! I feel like I didn't do as well as I should have on that level. I mean, we met our goal, but we didn't meet it fast enough. Yeah, see, it's okay, but you can do better. But since you're the prince, you should do much, much better.
Oh, there's Top Shell Island already.
I know I saw that huge guy.
$3 meters. Okay. In 10 minutes. He is a troll, when you think about it. Oh man, see ya, sleeves. Take it easy, man. Alright, now we're getting out into the open. Well, apparently Chanty had got an official US release because people petitioned for it. Yeah, they talk about it in, you know, if you look it up online, they talk about it. It's interesting. But I mean, it was also PlayStation 2, and like, I feel like there was a lot more experimental titles released over here back then. Even ones that didn't do anywhere near as well as Katamari, you know? There's a lot of quirky games that were released over here. Some as budget titles. Man, it was a great time to be in the games. Hey, Taiga. Yeah, I mean, the PS2 is actually a pretty beastly system for the time. Like, it could really hold its own. In the right developer's hands. And so, like, with Katamari, you know, you don't have... It's a lot of objects, but not detailed objects. Just low polygon counts on everything, very low texture quality. So the fact that it was able to be done doesn't really surprise me that much personally. But, I mean, it's still awesome to look at. Like, it's great. Oof. Has anyone out there played the second one on PlayStation 2? I have not. Kind of curious how it is now. I after playing this one again, I wanna pick it up and see how it is. Hey, Encrypted Printer, how you doing? Yeah, I wasn't sure how well this, you know, how well this would be received on a Thursday stream, where I usually get more of a turnout. So I decided to go ahead and do it this morning. Plus, it's a good game to relax to after work. It's not very stressful. Can't squeeze through. Yeah, I still can't get those. Okay. Now we're gonna destroy the city. Oh, geez. Oh, that screaming is ridiculous. Look, there's a guy attached to some balloons floating in the air. That's wild. And that's it. Oh, hey, Sinful. Sinful says, road rash is not very stressful. Yeah, I don't know. Not very stressful, but boring. See, this is not stressful, but it's fun and interesting. Plus, I don't have to punch anything in this game. Yeah, that's a good question. Which road rash? I have really only clocked time into the 3DO and PS1 versions. Basically the same game. Hey, CM Retro, what's going on? Good morning.
Oh, I see it. I see the rocket. Hey, Michiro, that's where Dad is.
We'll be seeing your father soon, children.
Yeah, and it does, Chanty, and especially if you pick up items that, you know, make your ball roll in like a weird manner, or like, I don't even know what I'm saying. Like if you pick up a big fence and it's just sticking out of you, it's gonna make rolling in the direction of where that fence is placed really, really annoying. Yeah, so like I said, I'm just sort of skipping all the constellation ones. I'm basically just going through the main game, if it lets me. We might actually have to do them, because Make a Star is not appearing. Yeah, we have to. That's okay. Alright, so on the constellation ones, there's usually a specific goal you need to hit. It's not just about size. Crowns are everywhere. Let's roll them all up before someone else shows up. You get as many crowns as you can and make as... Okay. Eight minutes to collect crowns. I don't see where the crown... Oh, I see. There's another one. Yeah, so in these ones, it'll also, track how many of a specific... Blah, holy crap, I can't talk right now. Jesus. It'll track how many of a specific item that you've collected, so... And the number 4 in the top left denotes that. Okay, there's another one. Yeah, so these are like silver crowns. I thought they were gold crowns. And with this good old 480i, it's a little hard to see. Yeah, Sinful is a big fan of the Road Rash games, so he probably has good advice if you guys are having problems with those games. Or at least the Genesis ones. Like I said, I'm mainly familiar with the 3DO one. Which is one reason why I haven't bothered to go back with the Genesis versions, because, I don't know. To me, it's kind of tough to go back to them after you played the 3DO one. Oh, these are big crowns. Okay. Even even the humans are wearing the crowns. So you need to get large enough to get the humans and steal their crowns. Look at that. There's a huge crown. Okay. So there's crowns of different sizes. That's good to know. Yeah, Chinty, certain games have different video modes and whatnot. Some games will do 480 progressive. I think there's a couple of 720p games. And there's a couple of 480i games as well. And you need the component cables to do that. But those are cheap. Those are easy to come by. I think you have to have the component cables, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think some of them will offer 720p. These are things that were not advertised back in the day, by the way. Like, when I was working retail and having to sell people on things like the PlayStation 2, I did not hear once, aside from maybe Gran Turismo 4, that there were higher resolutions and progressive scan modes. Yeah, it wasn't until a few years ago I found out about it.
Detention for you! Detention!
He said, it must have been a teacher. He said, detention for you. Royal crown. Oh, come on. Okay, I give up. No. Hey, Henrique, how's it going? We can't open our eyes, it's too dazzling. Oh, man. Never gets old.
Oh, I feel it. I feel the cosmos. Corona Borealis is back on top. So romantic.
Alright, what have we got now? Okay, you're still gonna have to do more of these constellation ones. You smell a bear. So we just need a bear. We can, you know, pick up items to get larger in size, or we can just pick up a bear, a single bear. Could be a tiny bear. I know there's one where you gotta get a cow. We just got a bear. Oh, it's a set of like... Oh no, it was like a bear statue. It's a microscopic bear. That's funny, man. Yeah, so some of these I'm just gonna get, you know, if they're like, find an animal, get the largest animal you can, and I get a tiny one, then I'm fine with that, just so we can progress on, so we can see more levels. Chenti, I have Odin's Spear, but I have never played it.
I feel the cosmos.
I want to do it sometime soon.
Ursa Major came wandering back. It's going to attack me.
Yeah, so for these constellations, they don't tell you what the objective is until you get into the level. We need to roll up crabs, apparently. Yeah, I heard that Odin's Sphere was basically like the precursor to Muramasa, and I have played that, and I liked it. Hey, Mark, how's it going, man? Oh, crazy. I'm doing alright, man. I'm doing alright. You know, long night at work. I'm just kind of relaxing. It's all good, Taiga. What's great is that the game is still a ton of fun now. So, you can play it now and not feel too bad. So they wanted you to get the crabs just so they could eat them. Thank you, Red Dwarf.
Oh, I feel it. I feel the cosmos. Cancer came scuttling back. So yummy.
You could take that multiple ways. Cancer is so yummy. Oh, I don't even want to think about it. Oh, geez, sorry to hear that, man. You know, you might have told me you got laid off, and I just totally forgot. So I apologize for that, if that's the case. Alright, make a star 7. Oh, this is a level that took us a while to get the other night when we did this. Yeah, so we need 6 meters in 10 minutes. And this is where he says, banana! This is probably my favorite tune in the game, though. Alright, trying to figure out how I want to do this. Actually, our progress isn't too bad, now that I think about it. We're at 2 meters already, we only need 4 more. And we've only played for 4 minutes, we have 6 minutes left. That's good. Alright, almost at 3. That's good. Hey, Boss and Burf. Come on, roll over. Thank you. Jeez. Alright, we're almost there. Those screams, man. Fat schoolboy. But we did it. I mean, I don't know, that was still kind of close. We were 1 meter over, but for a second there I thought we might not actually get it. Yeah, I'm not doing a great job at getting higher than the goal.
Here's the bus to the Space Center.
Okay.
Oh, Make a Star 8 is open. So we'll do that. So that last one was 6 meters. This one's probably like 8 or 10. Oof, 12. Never mind. Yes, this is gonna almost take 20 minutes. Are all the signs? I'm not sure if all of them are. Alright, 15 minutes left. Alright, cool. We can come down here now. Alright, where to now? Lots of cash registers just laying around for no good reason. Alright, so we can go ahead and go through that gate. So you can tell when you can pick up a human or an animal when they start panicking. You'll see a visual cue. Yeah, geez, come on. Alright, we still got a long way to go, and we've only got 8 minutes left. You should play it and find out. Don't own it yet. Yeah, it's something I haven't addressed yet in this stream, but it is a cheap game, and you can still find it sealed as well. I think sealed it's probably like 15 or 20 bucks. Used, you're probably looking at $10. You know, that's like retail price too. Who knows what you can get at a flea market or thrift store. Here we go. This is where the size starts snowballing. Alright, looks like we're gonna get it. We're almost at 12. Hey, see ya, Taiga. We just picked up an elephant. Hey, Tax Albert, how's it going? You're looking at Katamari Damacy. Damacy? Something like that. And it is pretty hilarious. Oh yeah, Red Dwarf, absolutely, man. It still gets bigger than this, by the way. Everything going smooth? Yep. Yeah, Nessie has appeared. Oh, we have a minute left. We just we just picked up the Loch Ness Monster. We just got a cloud. Oh, and another cloud. I almost doubled the size I needed.
They're larger than I expected, these space rockets, and so nice.
Now I want to be an astronaut too.
Oh, I'm sure your father would be pleased. Speaking of your father, where can he be?
Alright, so we're about 2 hours in. I'll have to see how much longer I can go. Because for those of you guys that haven't tuned in before, if I ever stream on Tuesday morning, it's after I've gotten home from work in the morning. I do 10-hour shifts overnight. So, and I actually woke up earlier yesterday, so by this point in the day, I've already been up for 17, 18 hours. 30 meters. So we were at 23 meters at the end of that last one. I need even more than that. So you'll get a pretty good idea of how large we get on this one, just based on that previous level. We have 18 minutes. Oh, come on. Hey, see ya, Mark. Take it easy, man. Best of luck on your video. Alright, how do I want to do this? Ah, come on. Come on! All right. There we go. Why was there a sumo wrestler on top of a gas station? You must live in an interesting town, man. Oh, come on. Growing pretty quickly. Hey, Bossum Burf, I don't know why I didn't tell you, because you were here in the chat. I ended up buying Tomb Raider 2 locally. I went out to the local game shop and they had a copy. They didn't have the first one though. So I picked that up because of watching your stream on Twitch last week. It's one thing I love about watching people stream is that I get interested to play games that I might not normally be interested to play. And I go pick them up. And hopefully on some of these streams I can do the same thing for some of you guys. Get you interested in some games you might not have thought to try to play lately. We're actually making good progress. Oh yeah, they're definitely common games. But you know how, like, the prices are right now. It's like, even some of those common games are going up. It's crazy. Like, on your stream, I was like, oh yeah, they'll be like $5 a piece. No, the first Tomb Raider is like $10 now. Tomb Raider 2 was like $7, I think. I was like, whatever, I'll still pick it up. I mean, granted, like I said, it's retail value. Like, you buy it at a retail store, retail game shop, it's gonna be more expensive than, you know, if you buy it at a flea market or thrift store or something. Or even eBay, if you're lucky. If you're lucky. So if you really wanted to play well, you could try to use the dash function a lot, but I find it kind of erratic. So I usually just play normal. Like, for those of you guys who don't know what I'm talking about, it's basically like this. Yeah, same here. I don't even bother looking at thrift shops anymore, but I do know that some people seem to have much better luck. Yeah, so myself, I usually end up paying like game shop retail value or retail prices on games, which sucks, but you know, whatever. This is crazy. Oh, only 1 minute left. I feel like I should be doing better. Well, it didn't do as well as I hoped, but we still won. Alright, let's see what levels are open. If the last one is open, I'm gonna go ahead and play that and then end the stream. If it's not open, I have to try to figure out what to do.
Called off.
Look, isn't that Dad running this way? Dad!
It was called off. There's no launch today.
Oh no, after we came all this way to see your launch.
Well, the moon's disappeared.
My word, it really is gone.
Let me see, let me see. I want to see.
Yeah, so the last make a star level is make the moon or something like that, and then that's basically your final level in the game, not counting the constellations, but you might have to do the constellations before you do the moon. Like there's make the North Star, make the moon. Okay, no, we're gonna go ahead and do make the moon then. This is the last main level in the game. Yeah, so this will probably be another 20-minute level. $300 it's massive. This is where you start picking up like skyscrapers and things like that. And that giant squid in the distance. 25 minutes, okay. So I'm gonna be curious how large I can make it this time, because the last time I did it, it was just like It was like maybe 350. It wasn't that great. Yeah, so this is basically the main theme of the game. It's pretty funny. Alright, there we go. It's one step up. Moo. Oh, jeez. Too big to squeeze through. Alright, we still got a long way to go. There we go. Alright, 14 minutes left. I don't know about that, Red Dwarf. I mean, we still haven't even hit the goal yet, but we do have 12 minutes. Unfortunately, I'm not sure what my highest is because it's on a different save file. But as the ball gets larger, things start to snowball faster. Because like we just went from 40 something to 70. No, it's all good, Red Dwarf. Yeah, no. 300 is the goal this time. We're at 73 right now. And my best, I think, is about 50 higher than the goal. So maybe about 350. I think that's my best. I don't know. Come on. There's Godzilla. Well, the thing is, Red Dwarf, is that it snowballs faster and faster and faster, so it'll take us a whole lot less time to get another 130 million. Or 130 meters, sorry. Because you're picking up larger and larger and larger objects. Whereas in the very beginning, you were picking up, like, thumbtacks and tiny things like that. So basically, you know, is the amount that you get when you pick up items is determined by the size of the item. So as things get larger, you know, that number snowballs much faster. Yeah, like we just jumped up a good 20 meters right there. Yeah, so we're at 200 now. He says, just a preschooler. That's right, I think you could even suck up the rainbow. Alright, we got the 300. There's a shaman dude in the clouds. Oh, this game is crazy. I've never seen that before. Yeah, I've done better than my best. Yeah, I didn't get this far. Yeah, icebergs, that's new too. I haven't seen that before. I swear, this game is crazy. Oh man. Goodness, 751. Look at that clump. Greatness awaits. So I'm wondering if my ending's going to be a little bit different now, because I did much better than I did, oh yeah, that moon looks different, I think. Alright, so here's the ending. Welcome back, Moon. Oh, it's not gonna give me the ending until I do the other ones. Shoot, man. Well, actually, no, it's giving me this. Yeah, we'll see if it follows up on that family storyline. Yeah, so now the credits play, and you can roll over all the various land masses on Earth, and it labels them too. Yeah, so we still have several stages to finish, but I just unfortunately don't have the time. So I'm glad we were at least able to get the end credits. And I'm curious to see what happens after the credits, because something does happen. But it's based on... I think it's only based on how large the moon was. Goodbye, North Korea. Well, in that case, this would be a good time to stop, right? You can't do your dash attack here either. Just look at the United States hanging off. Antarctica.
Wow.
Yo, there they are.
Into the Katamari, and now we're on a lunar family vacation.
Yeah, that's different. There was probably going to be a little bit more, I'm guessing, if I got all the constellations. So I'll have to come back later and finish the constellations. I've already done it on my previous save file over here. It would be nice if you could just, like, merge the two. Alrighty guys, well, I think that's pretty much gonna do it. Yeah, if I had like another hour, or even a half hour, I would do more constellations and get them all done, but unfortunately we've been at it for 3 hours and it's bedtime for me. So again, for those of you guys, you know, just tuning in or watching after the fact, I work overnights in the first half of the week. And so doing these Tuesday morning streams usually means I can't go forever, so... But, I apologize for this not being the most talkative live stream either, but for those of you guys that hung out, I hope you still enjoyed yourselves and enjoyed the gameplay. And if you haven't played this game, you should totally check it out. It is cheap, it's not expensive, it's a lot of fun, it's relaxing. And apparently there's a crap ton of things you can collect in the game, so if you're into, you know, if you're like a completionist, then I think this is definitely a good one to check out. But it's, I mean, it's a great one to check out too, just to have fun. It's just so off the wall, it's worth it for that alone. So, see ya, Bossenburg. And, I guess, see a red dwarf as well. Yeah, no problem, man. Yeah, I decided to do this stream roughly 45 minutes before actually going live, so this was super last minute. You know, I had to scramble to get, like, the Patreon slides together and the Katamari thumbnail and stuff like that, and... So, we got it together though, we got to play for about 3 hours, and, you know, like I said, once again, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. So... But, alrighty guys, you guys have yourselves a good day, and, I will see you soon, so take it easy.
Na 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 na